GitFlow is a set of scripts that extend Git, and to use it, you have to install it on your local machine. It's possible to use standard Git commands. The scripts under the covers just run a set of standard commands, but the scripts make it much, much easier. So while it would be possible to learn all the standard commands and the syntax for the commands needed to use GitFlow, it's much easier just to install GitFlow and to use the GitFlow commands. So these commands have to be installed separately to Git. And on the wiki for GitFlow, there are notes on how to do this installation. And in fact, there are notes for each of the operating systems. So the wiki looks like this, and the Windows installation notes look like this. Now on Windows, it tells you how to install this thing if you're using a Cygwin version of Git or if you're using msysGit. On my system, I'm using msysGit. I've installed Git for Windows. We're using msysGit. So there are a couple of steps we have to go through, and we'll go through those steps now. So the first thing to do is to clone the GitFlow repository, and that's at github.com nv-gitflow.git. So we do a git clone ---- recursive, and this will clone the repository into a directory on my machine called GitFlow. Okay, so we now have the repository. So the next step is to install GitFlow. It's already installed on my machine, so it'll ask me if I want to reinstall it. I'm going to say yes. At this point, as you can see, it deletes the old files and then copies GitFlow into the correct location on this machine. The next step, if you're running on Windows machines, is to grab various DLLs that contain APIs that GitHub needs. These APIs are already in place on a Linux system, but they're not in place on a Windows system. And it tells you here where to go and get these DLLs from. So I've already downloaded these DLLs. So I already have these in a download directory on my machine. So getopt.exe, libiconf2.dll, and libintel3.dll. And I'm simply going to copy these into my program files git bin folder. And once that's done, GitFlow is now installed.